What's going on, viewers and South Park fans, and welcome to Steel Curtain Media. Today we are coming to talk about South Park Season 19, Episode 3, the city part of town, or the shitty part of town, as the actual episode is pronounced. I gotta say, this episode kinda was all over the place and really touched me a bit at the end, and I'll say why in a second. As you guys know, pretty much this episode is following the same lineup as the previous episodes and as last season did, with a concurrent storyline that carries off the plots from the previous episodes and just continues them going. So obviously the episode started off with actual Jimmy Fallon, which I thought was kind of funny right from the get-go, and basically Jimmy Fallon talking about Mr. Garrison running for president and being from this redneck hillbilly town called South Park, and it was very funny, the whole bit right there, and it kind of led to the part of saying, yeah, South Park is kind of a town that's kind of outdated. It's not with the 2015 vibe. It doesn't have its own university, but apparently it has a frat house. If you guys remember the PC fraternity from the first episode, obviously PC Principal does make an appearance yet again, and it's interesting because the whole vitalizing the town, obviously, I knew they were going to do a lot of stuff, and it was kind of funny to see it all around Kenny's house, see that transpire. What I thought originally was they were going to pretty much raise how much they were charging them, but that didn't happen. But the main focus was kind of on Kenny, and basically Kenny working for Shitty Wop, aka for Lou, aka Dr. I can't remember his name, the white man that is not really Chinese. So the episode kind of went all around there, and it worked out really well for the most part. And as I said before, there was a part with PC Principal that was kind of interesting because he was actually polite to the city of South Park for once, instead of being all up in people's faces. So that was pretty freaking awesome. And the end part, obviously, where you had the child labor just whooping on the townsfolk, was just freaking hilarious. But I gotta say, for the most part, the episode, it was alright. Obviously, it wasn't as funny as the previous episode. I do not think you can top the Donald Trump and Mr. Garrison bit at all, especially when you had Caitlyn Jenner. But this episode, it had its own vibe. It worked really well. And obviously, as I said, I love the parts of Kenny, because Kenny himself, he didn't keep his money to himself. He used it for his sister. And it just shows that Kenny's always there for his sister, whether he's there as Kenny himself or even as Mysterio. Other than that, guys, there's more information in the description. I want to know, what did you guys think of this episode? Because I enjoyed it. It wasn't as funny as some of the previous episodes, but it was still quite enjoyable. Peace out, and have a great day.